Good? Good? Okay, cool. So I brought three pieces. Two are mine, and one, in the spirit of the day, is by a Black woman, activist, poet, beautiful person we lost way too early, and her name is Audre Lorde. This is my favorite poem of hers. Gemini. Moon-minded, the sun goes farther from us, split into swirled days, smoked, unhungered, and unkempt, no longer young. All the earth falls down like lost light frightened out between my fingers. Here at the end of the night, our love is a burnt-out ocean, a dry-worded, brittle bed. Our roots, once nourished by the cool lost water, cry out, "Remind us," and the oyster world cries out its pearls like tears. And was this the wild calling I heard in the long night past, wrapped in a stone-closed house? I wakened to moon, and the sound breached dark, thinking a new word spoken, some promise made, broke through the screaming night, seeking a gateway out. But the night was dark, and love was a burning fence around my house. That last line. All right. My poems tend to deal more with gender and sexuality, so you'll see that come up in these two. This is in the War Museum, London, 1993. When we come out of the netted shelter, smells of bitter smoking meat from the replica road, where a vinyl girl lies tucked under rumpled concrete. No time to close her eyes. If she could see, the dome of St. Paul still stands on the opposite wall, rosy with destruction. These bricks chip a little more each time the benches rattle. To our south, Yugoslavia cracks like the shell of an overboiled egg. In today's paper, a blue bundle shoved to a curb. The sheets brought with two hands, soiled to black, clenched against a concave belly. I see the word my father hollows out when he reads to us from our Bible stories book. It's when a man hurts a woman in a way he never should. The false smoke rises from the street. After, in the quiet silver stall, a streak of smoky blood rushes out of me. And this is the girl with violets in her lap. I knew the flowers in her lap, overflowing the basket of her fingers, their green spade leaves buried under purple. I knew the violet glow against the underside of her breasts, the light of so many flowers against skin, petals thick in the veil between her thighs. Spring violets, white and lilac and purple. I knew her, Sappho, before I found your fragments, the unspeakable excerpted by time or hands. And I find her, beautiful bride with violets in her lap, in her chamber prior to dressing, readying herself for one lost to time, whose fragment wore away and set her center on the page for me to find. You, coveted in a poet's words, woman bright with petals who I have known but never seen until flowers fluttered off the page, and then you, naming the want of Lesbos, 2,000 years escaped my breast. Thank you.